Base IQ is completely falling apart. Is it because of his financial success? Or simply because he added carbohydrates back into his diet? Let's find out together.
Hey guys, Frosty here. And as you can see, my skin is looking pretty bad, actually. And in fact, actually, it's quite a beautiful day though. I'm back in Bali, and today will be the beginning of recovering my health, because it really does pain me to have it lost my health, really. Oh, health is the most important thing, man, in life. It really is. Health is,
Yes, it is.
it's more important than anything else. It's more important than anything else. And recently I felt like I was essentially going to die
Jesus.
for like 2 days. Like, really, I felt like I was gonna die. This video is very scattered because I'm not healthy. I'm worse at making videos. But
Jesus, it doesn't seem like he's doing too well. He still looks okay, but his skin looks worse than usual. Keep in mind, when you're 20 years old, you know, even if you eat shit, you can get away with it. When I was that age, fuck, I would eat absolutely anything and my skin would still be perfect.
let's focus ourselves. Let's recenter it. Let's go through the motions. So I was in Spain for over a month, and that's when my health first started going downhill. The food quality there, the access to the food I had was not great. I definitely started noticing some blemishes, and not really any meat you can eat raw, no good dairy, no good even fruits. All the meat had like additives in it. That was the beginning of the end, was when I went to Spain. Now let me think how I want to word this. Essentially, the way things played out is I was just getting into situations where there were drugs involved, there were bad habits involved. There were situations where you just couldn't even eat anything good, especially with certain traveling contexts that you're kind of traveling with the team, and you're not going to leave your software team, the Face IQ Lab software team. You're going to keep going with them. And it was something that was destroying my health. It really was. And that's number one for me. Like, now I'm in Bali for the first day, and I can already feel it's going to be better. I'm going to actually be able to eat the foods to fix my health once again, and start feeling better and start looking, have better skin and things like that.
It's a pretty heavy video. I'm glad that he's being very honest about it. That's definitely good to be transparent. I understand him. Even me, my skin, sometimes when I'm very stressed, I have troubles. And even to this day, we're all humans. We're all guilty of not following our own advice. And in fact, even right now with my work partner, we are doing a line diet challenge just because we felt like we were losing control. So once in a while, I think it's good to take a step back, go back to the basics. And now all we're eating is red meat for the entire week. And by the way, stay tuned because we will be filming the entire challenge of the line diet and give you our honest opinion.
I'm not like horribly unhealthy, but oh man, fuck, man, I really fucked myself up. And that's with drugs.
I'm sorry. The thing is, do you guys think that it's the carbohydrates? Because even me right now, I'm doing the line diet challenge and I feel way more composed. Like, I used to eat a bit of carbs before that, like maybe 50 grams and lower. But even that, I felt like it just affects your emotionality. I think Argenis was right about that. And now that I'm completely just on red meat, there's something very grounding about it. So I think that reintroducing the carbohydrates probably has something to do with it, but I'll give you my opinion at the end, so stay tuned.
With MDMA, I almost like felt like I was gonna just die, man. And it's a long story of how all that happened, of why was I doing MDMA. It's not like, one day I'm sitting alone, I'm doing MDMA or something. It's such a long story. And I don't even want to really share it, I guess, completely, but a lot happened, so now I'm back in Bali, thankfully, but I just feel like this video is very unstructured.
Sounds like he's having an identity crisis. Don't get me wrong, when you're this young with that much success, I think it'll get to you. And MDMA, well, first of all, don't do drugs. This is just for educational purposes. But there's nothing wrong with MDMA, but when you go hit the calm down of MDMA, you will get a bit of a down and you'll think about a lot of things about your life and you might not make the best choices, food-wise, health-wise. So that's very interesting. I've done my fair share of MDMA, I'll be honest, and it's okay, but it's not healthy and it will affect you long-term if you do it repeatedly. But make sure you stay tuned. At the end, I will give you a few tips if you're interested to give it a try.
I don't know. Like, what the fuck even is the flow of this video? I don't know. Actually, I have no idea.
It's a bit awkward.
Oh, I love Bali. Wow. I really do.
I love Bali too.
I guess let me try to have more of a cohesive point here. You know, when I'm living alone, when I'm making my own choices by myself, I can prioritize, I can focus on everything health related. I can have my routine, raw milk in my fridge, this meat, this stuff. And having health to this point is very important for me to have good skin. It's very important for me. I'm very sensitive. And what happened is I essentially started traveling with a team. And I honestly think some of them kind of disregarded this value to me. They didn't really think it's important. Maybe I didn't express it well. It's not really, and most people don't really care about health. They're not worried.
True.
Oh yeah, we'll go somewhere with access to no really good food. Who cares? No one else really cares. But to me, it makes my skin like this. It makes my mental health worse. It makes me feel worse, look worse, sleep worse. For me, health is number one. And so I made the executive decision to stop traveling with the software team and just come to Bali and try to heal and recover. And hopefully they'll come meet me here, because here's somewhere I can actually be healthy. But I mean, I have acne, I have dark under eye circles, I haven't been sleeping well. Oh, I'm up till 6 a.m. in Ibiza doing MDMA and stuff I never want to do. I'm going to Dubai. Oh, I hate Dubai. Fuck Dubai. Worst piece of shit place I've ever been.
Well, I've been to Bali, but I've never been to Dubai, but it looks like a shithole for influencers.
Garbage. Same with Ibiza, Spain. Horrible. And I was falling into this lifestyle that was hurting my health, and I was valuing these other things over my health. Deep down, there's nothing I value more. Nothing. It's all I want. And there were these roadblocks, and that's why my uploads haven't been consistent. That's why I haven't even been feeling well lately. Like, my life just started to feel like a mess. I was just unhappy. It was a chore to even sit down and record a video.
It's just to show you it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't take care of your health, you'll be miserable. I think we see that very often in rich people. There's a lot of rich people that are just miserable. Well, this is where the savage fundamentals come into play. Make sure you stay tuned. We will cover them in the future.
Like, sitting down to record a video just felt like so much resistance to even recording a video. It just felt like, oh, I don't give a fuck about any of this. Like, I don't feel well, I don't look good, I can't even do it. That's how videos have been feeling. Like, everyone even on my channel, they don't even know me as a person as well.
It's true.
Not that I feel like I'm playing an act. I just feel like the content people like me watching dating shows and roasting and bullying people, it's all meaningless. It's just fucking nonsense slop. I don't care if people find it funny. I feel like, not to be corny, I just feel like I have such a larger life purpose and duty than to make that shitty ass, corny ass content.
It's right, but that's what sells. But even just producing videos myself, people don't know you, and sometimes you have to roast people or review this kind of shit, which I didn't want to do more reviews on Face IQ, but I think this video particularly is relevant because he's going through a crisis, and I think everybody's guilty of that at some point in their life. And he's just a young kid. He's 20 years old, and when you're young, there's one thing that you lack, despite all the money, all the looks, all the success, you lack life experience. And you know what? Life experience makes you more humble. But it's true that sometimes when you go online and make videos, you just have to play the game. So if you like this kind of breakdown and honest videos, let me know. And please consider subscribing.
I have a lot more important things to say that I think about, I think. that way above that. Jubilee reactions, that's nothing. Those are nothing. From me, making those videos, those are a joke, bro. Even face rating videos, I don't care about those. A man's face rating, bro, I don't care about that. A woman's face rating, that's a joke, bro. Like, yeah, I think the science behind it is real. It's just like, that's not what I care about, obviously. Those are things I have to do to promote my software, which I think my software is really good at doing that, at assessing a face. I think it is important in life, but it's not my passion or something, you know? Same with the Jubilee videos. You know, the content I really care about, and what I care about deep down, it is health. And it's
Me too.
what I like to make content about, what I want to put into practice for myself. There's nothing more important. I have lots of, you know, some other things to care about is where you live, how you live your life, you know, finding a partner, like the values, things you want to look for with that, what I think is important in a relationship, what leads to fulfillment in life, like lots of philosophical things in that sense, things you can implement with health and lifestyle, and just the, you know, the best way to go around as a person in life. That's something I really like care about, with how you're living, how you're eating, how you're treating other people, how you spend your time, understanding how certain systems, kind of what's happening, like with America, how I think money is kind of going to collapse and how people are going to be stuck there, and how, you know, the slavery of capitalism is just going to horrible territories there, and how you probably want to move, and then, you know, you can move somewhere kind of cool like this, you know, for, I think I pay 50 bucks a night here, something like that, and be healthy and happy, and, you know, all these things about life. That's what I find interesting, right? That's why I can barely make half the videos people want me to make. It's like, oh, sit down and watch the button. It's just like, what a brain rot, like, stupid ass video.
Wow, I mean, it's very insightful. I kind of feel bad for him. I think he's just having a bit of a crisis. Do you guys think it's because he reintroduced too many carbohydrates? Or just because when you take drugs, sometimes you just have like philosophical and identity crisis? I think it's maybe a mixture of both. But I do know that eating the carbs, it's like a gateway drug. I think everybody has been experimented with these kind of diets will know that when you reintroduce carbs, it's a very slippery slope. Like, it can make you just want more things. Not necessarily more shitty food, but more drugs or things like that. So it's difficult. Let me know what you guys think.
But I don't resonate with any of that at all. I'm just ranting, you know, like I need to fix my health. I really do. It's dire, honestly. So maybe I'll make some update videos of me hopefully doing so. But yeah, like, to summarize, I've been up to horrible habits. I've been put in just poor scenarios. I could have said no, I could have been more assertive, but it's how things worked out. I've damaged myself, you know, on the airplane. I almost felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. You know, unfortunately I didn't have any like medical staff on the plane, but I think I have a heart issue now from MDMA, so I may have to go get some more like screenings done. But yeah, my skin fell apart, my health, it fell apart. Feels like my life has been falling apart recently, really.
I've done MDMA multiple times in my life and I've never had any heart issues. It sounds like maybe you did too much or maybe you had a bad batch. I'll give you my thoughts at the end, but that's very interesting.
But hopefully I can turn that around. I don't know what.
You can turn it around. You got this.
Well, do I have anything else on my mind? I haven't slept in like 40 hours, by the way. It's fucked. We'll sleep tonight, hopefully. What else do I want to say? I'll catch you for the next Jubilee video. No, I don't know. What else do I want to say?
Wow.
What do you think?
It's a bit sad. I kind of feel for him, despite all of his success.
I think that's it. I think you guys get the point. I think we'll end it there. I went from living on my own, prioritizing my health, feeling my best. I started traveling with my team. It's not their fault or anything. It put me in poor situations. The culture, the lifestyle is very different. Drugs got involved, poor food got involved. I felt isolated. I was in a circumstance that was not conducive for my needs. And it hurt me. It hurt my health. It hurt my mental health. It hurt my life. That's why I've been inactive. That's why I look the way I do. That's why I feel the way I do. And I guess today it's like a new day. It's like chapter 1, Bali. And something I was thinking about, when we're going through a day, it's like every single habit we do is kind of pushing us upward, or it's kind of giving up on ourselves.
It's very true. I keep saying that. Your day is filled with a multitude of small little choices. All those little choices individually might seem insignificant, but when you combine them together, it's either going to get you closer to your objective or further. So every little choice has two directions. One of them gets you closer to your objective, one of them further. And I do the exercise.
You wake up, you watch porn, oh, you're giving up on yourself. You eat Cheetos, you're giving up on yourself. You drink alcohol, you're giving up on yourself. But you wake up, you get sun, you're investing in yourself. You eat, a great raw dairy and fruit. Oh, you're investing in yourself. You're feeling good about yourself. You're lifting yourself up. I feel like you're always on a constant trajectory of treating yourself like you care about your life or not. And I was in a downward spiral. And like today is the first day where everything I'm gonna do is like really a good thing for myself. Like, I'm recording a video. This is something fucking good. It obviously naturally has no meaning. This is completely meaningless, of course. But it's I guess monetarily good. I don't know. It's like it is kind of nice just to say my honest thoughts in front of the camera. But I'm gonna eat well. I'm gonna get sun. I'm gonna do all these habits that are like putting yourself up, and that's so important. When you're doing things are bad for yourself, like watching porn, watching alcohol, your self-esteem goes down, your body fat percentage goes up, you have worse mental health. Like you're doing these things, it's a downward negative feedback loop. You need to be in that positive feedback loop.
It's a very slippery slope. I think every single human in modern society are guilty of that. It will hit you somewhere. I don't know who you are or where you are. Every single person in modern society, especially in a city context, are addicted to something.
Which today is the day that begins. This is a very unstructured video. This was just things on my mind. It feels good just to express. Yeah, I hate how I fucking look right now. I really do. It's honestly disgusting.
Calm down.
Hopefully, maybe we'll do a day in a life. Maybe we'll start doing some other content and show you guys. Hopefully I can recover things with perfect habits, but it's honestly really sad, truly. So yeah, guys, that's all. We'll call it a video there. Just had a lot to get off my chest. Hope you guys understand. And I love you guys. Bye.
Okay, wow. This is very interesting. I did not expect that. Props to Face IQ for being so open and honest. I think we get caught up with all the online bullshit and the act that we have to put up and the slop that we have to review. But at the end of the day, we're all humans, we're all people. And I think being vulnerable and honest like you just did, bravo, Face IQ, bravo. That being said, I do think that the carbohydrates have definitely played a role into that. I think they play a role in your resilience to say no, and they just lead you to the worst shit. They're so addictive, they are. Think about it. If you were in nature, like the amount of carbohydrate, the carbohydrate output would be limited by what nature gives you. But in our society, once you start eating carbs, if you have like an addictive personality, you're fucked. You can have carbs at any shop, any countries, in every possible shape or forms. So you're no longer limited by the natural output of what nature could give you. So it's dangerous. So yeah, our tongue is designed to like sweet things, but once you reincorporate carbohydrates, it is very delicate. Okay, let's talk MDMA for a little bit. First of all, do not do drugs. This is not a recommendation to do drugs. This is purely for entertainment and educational purposes. Don't do drugs. That being said, I have done my fair share of MDMA, and I think what he is experiencing is a big downer. When you take MDMA, like 2-3 days after, you kind of have a massive down. You kind of feel a little bit depressed for 2 days, but this kind of emptiness and depression you feel makes you ask very deep life questions. So I think this is what he's going through. And what he said about his heart with the MDMA, again, What's really important when you do such chemical substance is provenance. If you just bought some random drug at a club in Ibiza, that's probably not very safe. When you do any form of chemical drugs, first of all, test your drugs. You can buy online some test kits which allows you to drop reactive agents on the substance, and it will tell you what's in it, if it's the right substance, in what concentration, and if there's any contaminants. This is absolutely crucial. The second thing you must do is you should pre-weigh your doses. It's not going to be the same for everyone. If you're a beginner or if you're an advanced or if you're a bigger person, the size of your dose will matter. Also, the timing and also whatever you mix with it is also important. I do recommend eating a very full meal, rich in fat and protein, which will slow down the assimilation of the substance in your blood. And also make sure to not mix alcohol too much with it. And it's also recommended not to involve any stimulant that has caffeine in it, which will increase the toxicity of the MDMA in your brain. So I'm telling you, do not do drugs, but if you must, do it smartly. And finally, guys, I would like to hear your opinions on why do you think Face IQ is having a meltdown. Is it because of the carbohydrates? Is it because of the success? Blaming it on the software team? Who knows? But at the end of the day, the message that is important is never let your money or success get in the way of your health. Health will always be top priority, and this is what we promote at Savage Wellness.